Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope everyone is doing incredibly well. So I've got a reading tonight for you guys. I feel like this is going to be a heads up for the Divine Feminine because I'm sensing some karmic energy. And the message I received tonight was that karmics tend to hold on to the connection with the Divine Masculines a lot more when the karmic sense the feminine's presence. Okay, so what I mean by this is if you are in a situation where there's karmic third parties in a romantic sense, or like your masculine is dating, or there's maybe one or a handful of karmic partners that they might tend to cycle between, and you meet them and there's this undeniable connection, and now all of a sudden it is the Divine Feminine along with a lot of other karmic partners, and it creates this sense of being on the wheel of karma and repeating cycles over and over and over again. And so I just want to give you guys the heads up that when you are out there on social media and people have access to your energy, it's very easy for these karmics to create illusions around the twin flame connection, and they already know that there's a strong connection between you and the masculine, because what I'm strongly sensing is that every karmic partner that is involved with the Divine Masculine knows about you, Divine Feminine. There's a sense of pride that the Divine Masculine carries, knowing that a Divine Feminine such as yourself has made your presence known in his life. And I feel like these are a lot of Divine Masculines right now who are in page energy. They're at like the very beginning of their journey. I know I've done like a few readings just previous to this one and the one before that talks about the Divine Masculine and the energy of those of you who have been on this journey for a while. So if this is not your reading, you guys might want to check those out. For this particular collective that I'm channeling for, I feel like the both of you are very new to this journey, okay? So you might be very young, or if you're older in age, you're just starting to understand that this connection is maybe something a little bit deeper than you anticipated, okay? Now, just trying to stick to the collective here that feels very fresh and very new with this journey. Feminines, if you are tuned in and if you're listening and your masculine is involved with karmic partners, the best thing that you can do for the connection is to step away. It's to learn the energy of the Empress without having to go through, or I shouldn't say without having to go through, because we can't avoid the journey and we can't avoid the path, but you can certainly take shortcuts when it comes to getting into energies around like the 5s and the 6s. And by then you'll become very seasoned when you get to energies around like the 8s and the 9s, okay? And what I mean by that is, you know, when you walk the path of this whole twin flame experience, if you act with integrity and grace, you avoid certain harsh lessons on the journey. And I feel like, you know, many of us seek wisdom, we seek information naturally that pushes us towards soul and self-development. So yeah, I just want to draw some cards around this energy and let you guys know that the karmic partners do have their eyes on you, Divine Feminine. And I feel like I want you guys to love yourselves enough to be true to what it is you feel inside, which is you don't want to be second place. Many of the Divine Feminines, I know that within you is, you know, this very beautiful goddess energy. And, you know, speaking of goddess energy, I have the erotic fantasy tarot here. And I just want you guys to know how the karmic and the masculine sees you at this time, okay? Yeah, we got the 2 of Cups coming up here face up. And they know that you're the Divine Masculine's dream girl, dream woman. I even see a dolphin tattooed on her thigh there. And as soon as I see the dolphin, I think of pleasure. Okay, and I think that there's no one that makes the Divine Masculine feel as alive and as confident and as sexy as they do, other than the Divine Feminine. I mean, and that's why I'm telling you guys to protect your energy, because these karmics tend to try all kinds of things. They like to mimic your energy, Divine Feminine. It's like, you know, they like to play tricks. And a lot of you might be like, well, how come they're able to get away with it? And it's because of the lower chakra energies, okay? And that has a lot to do with desire and sex, okay? It's like that raw animal nature, and that's why it's so low down in our body, because it hasn't made its way up to the crown. So when you guys really think about desire and lust and satisfaction and things like that, when you're consistently working from your lower chakras, you're more drawn or pulled or tempted by like lower vibrational energies. It's almost like it's just a match, right? And that's why your masculines tend to push and pull with you. It's not because they see you and you're beautiful and you're holy crap, amazing, like a goddess in front of them, and then they run. It's like, that doesn't make sense, right? Like, you're like, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't get it. Well, of course they run because it's intimidating, right? And I pulled that message on Patreon as well, where the masculines were like, listen, I ghosted you because I was completely intimidated. The minute they meet you, Divine Feminine, you start teaching them to take accountability for who it is they are. They naturally go into that place because you're unlike anything they've ever seen. And on top of that, Divine Feminine, to be honest, like whoever's tuned into this message, you're unlike anything anyone has ever seen. And many of you feel this. You feel this with the connections that you make from your day-to-day life. Like, you just find that people are naturally attracted by your energy. They're naturally drawn to it. And in turn, it's because you're consistently sending out like this love vibration. You're nice to everybody, everywhere you go. You believe in helping others. You have a really strong connection to family, and you know, you fiercely stand up for those that you love, and you consistently want to protect those that you love. I feel like those are qualities that many people are just drawn to energetically. And on top of that, you guys are healers without even knowing it. So if you might find that, in fact, I think I'm going to draw a goddess card since that message came up. You guys might find that like kids are drawn to you or animals are drawn to you. What I'm sensing too is like many masculines are a little bit nervous about introducing you to their circle of people because of how interesting you are, Divine Feminine. But what I'm getting is he has yet to see how you're able to charm a room of people. Like like instantly it's an energetic thing with the Divine Feminine. You know, like she could step into a room and what I'm seeing is like, if she knows this is her Divine Masculine, then wherever he takes her to, she's going to vibrate that energy of like a shield of love, a shield of unconditional support. And I feel that many people around you just sense that or feel that. And, you know, if any masculines are listening, it's definitely something that you don't have to be worried about, because when your Divine Feminine decides to step into a room of people that you know, or you might feel nervous about her meeting, her energy is like right off the bat already like a healing energy. Like people can already pick up on her groundedness and a sense of like safety around her. Okay. And that's why Divine Masculine, she's so deep. You know what I mean? That's why there is this level of deepness to her. Like when you're around her, it's not just shallow conversation or just goofing off. You know, it puts you into almost like a trance-like state where you're guided to just go deeper. And that's why many masculines, when they start talking to their feminines over the phone, or they really get a chance to be intimate with you over the phone and talk to you, Divine Feminines, like, you know, you could just talk for like 5 minutes, Divine Feminine, and all of a sudden your masculine's like pouring out. It's because this Two of Cups energy here is meeting your twin flame as the Ace of Cups, right? You know, you have this grand invitation to love, and the Two of Cups is, what are you going to do with it? And I feel like many of the Divine Feminines, when you got the chance to talk to your masculines and you were like, what are you going to do with this experience? It was just, let him see who I am and allow him to feel safe enough to be himself. And that's why you guys might find that many of your masculines, they can't help but be so deep with you and emotional with you. And that's why it hurts so much when they ghost, or they kind of go cold, or go back into like karmic illusions, right? Because you've seen a side of them that is their truth. So it's really hard to see them go back. But But yeah, let's see what else wants to come up here with this divine feminine's energy, okay? So Arakira is blossoming. You're just getting started. So have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. And you know that do not give up message there is like a personal favorite message of mine. Or I should say never, ever, ever give up. But what I'm seeing here with this message is, you know, it is for those of you who are very new to the journey and who are experiencing, you know, this great grand love, but it doesn't mean that you have to stick around for karmic situations or feel like you need to wait around. You know, the energy of her blossoming is realizing that you've had the experience and it can't be taken from you, right? You've made eye contact. You both know what's going on here. And so there's no need for you to be in any type of chaser energy when it comes to your masculine. And it's interesting because I shared this in a personal reading today where I was talking about whenever your counterpart is like ignoring you or ghosting you or whatever, take them for their word and give them more than enough space, right? It's like they're ignoring you and you continue to push, and it's like you're depleting your own energy without realizing it. Okay, so have patience with yourself, guys, on this journey. Know that you're going to make mistakes, and it's natural and normal to go into that chaser energy so that way you can pinpoint exactly what it is you need to work on during the moments where you find yourself in solitude. Okay, and I also have at the top of the deck true love coming through. So if many of you are questioning from time to time, you know, is this my divine masculine? Is it not my divine masculine? Is it my feminine? Is it not my feminine? How do I know I'm a twin flame? You know, I can honestly tell you guys with the true love card coming up, and I'll read you the message. It says, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Okay, so I'll just show you guys beautiful goddess Guinevere. Okay, the message behind this is that for many of you who might have that question on the journey, you know, like, are they my twin flame? I can't tell. The way you'll be able to tell is by knowing yourself and knowing your heart, knowing what you stand for, you know, being the type of person that says, that's my twin flame and I know it is, and no one can sway me from my truth. Why? Because I know me and I know myself and I know what I feel. And the minute you guys take on that energy and that confidence of knowing that that's your divine masculine, because you know yourself, right? You know how you feel. So as long as you know yourself, you're gonna know your twin, right? And that's, I know a lot of the messages out there are like, how do I know it's my twin flame? And it's usually stuff outside of ourselves, right? Like, oh, it's the eye contact, it's the telepathy, it's this, it's that with this person. A lot of the times you guys will know your truth if you know yourself. If you're confident enough to make a decision and stand by it, that's how you know it's your twin, right? Okay, so I'm going to end here with some messages that you guys just need to know right now on your own path, okay? Because again, a lot of these karmic partners they're watching you and they know of you. Energetically, they know of you, divine feminine. And I feel like the longer you tend to entertain your divine masculine, the more you'll experience the ghosting and stuff like that. Because what ends up happening is you have the energy to make your masculine feel like super confident and sexy. And if they're still working from their lower chakra, a lot of the times they're going to use that energy to like see how many like chicks they can get. Like no, I didn't mean to say chicks like that, but you know what I mean. I was just like getting this image in my head of like this guy like walking around like, and all these ladies like falling over him, which we know with many of our masculines, that's usually the case. You know, they tend to have this very emperor-like energy, but it's how they're using the energy of the emperor that counts, right? Because we know it can go in reverse. But a lot of you, in order to help your masculines learn or get them to come to their truth, stay true to yourself and don't put up with stuff that you guys at the end of the day know that you don't really like, but you're sticking around because, oh, it's this twin flame thing and you don't want to lose it. If it's really a twin flame journey, you should definitely gamble and see what happens when you decide to let go and see what happens. If can you lose it? I mean, can we? I don't know. Let me roll the dice and see. So don't be afraid to walk away from shit, right? Like if somebody's talking some shit to you, if people are ignoring you, they're not returning your calls, you guys are seeing them gallivanting all over the damn place with other people, you know what I mean? You guys have to stand up and walk away from that. Embody the Queen of Swords energy when you need to, because the Empress is all of the queens in action. And usually that's like the final destination for a lot of the twin flames who are challenged with some of the lessons here. Okay, so what do you guys need to know about this karmic energy? I want to give you guys some heads up here. All right, so chin up, shoulders back, make eye contact. Okay, so this is a really strong energy of not being afraid. Make eye contact in the sense where if you need space and you're in physical communication with your divine masculine and you're just done at this point, don't say you're done and then like go off into la la land with like, oh, it's a spiritual connection though. Like, oh my God, he's my twin flame. Like, he's my divine masculine. Don't do it. Chin up, shoulders back, make eye contact and say, listen, like twin flame or no twin flame, this is not right. And my body's telling me it's not right because of the signals I'm getting. So I'm going to be creating some space here and, we'll catch up when we catch up. And they'll know exactly what that means, divine feminine. Okay. Stop being so agreeable. Be honest. I love that message. Okay. Stop being so agreeable. I feel like this message is coming through for those of you who, again, like you avoid confrontation and you avoid asking your divine masculine the tough questions because you don't want them to ghost. You don't want them to walk away. But at the end of the day, you should and see if they can walk away, right? What is going to end up happening is they're going to see that you're a person who takes care of yourself and your own needs. And regardless of romantic love and attraction and intimacy, you have all of those things with yourself first. So when you want it in another person, it's got to match the vibrational level that you feel towards yourself, right? And that's why, again, cycles tend to happen and you attract certain aspects of your counterpart that can be a little bit negative. It's teaching you that it's like, whoa, you need to draw a boundary there then, right? Like you need to be the one to put a stop to it, right? So, sorry guys, I don't mean to keep saying right. I'm so in my masculine energy with this reading right now. But yeah, I just thought I would give you guys the heads up, okay? Contact me on Wisio. Right now I'm doing a 15% discount on the Twin Flame readings. Just use the code Valentine15. And yeah, again, it gets you 15% off. And if you guys want to hit up my Patreon, I would love to have you guys. And there's a whole other library of videos and blog posts for you guys to read. And you can always direct message me if you guys want to, just have a question answered, or if you're really curious about something, or if you really just need to touch bases with someone, there's more ways to connect with me on a deeper level if you guys are guided. All right, so take care and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.